Welcome, Rich Nation. Welcome. Glad you can join me today because this finna be one of them ones, bro. You feel me? First of all, I hope everybody, each and every last one of y'all, is having a blessed day today, man. The year was 2013? Was 2013? I think it was 2013. Approximately a year before I started on YouTube. I started 2014. New Air Jordan 11 colorway dropped. They was usually dropping all these OGs and stuff like that. But in 2013, they threw us a curveball and hit us with this colorway. I tried. Traumatic memories. I tried tooth and nail to get this shoe, bro. I wanted it bad. It was something about that colorway. I think I remember seeing Usher on social media. He was like one of the first ones to get them early and stuff like that. And I was just like, damn, I want a pair of them, bro. I went crazy. I waited in lines. I waited in about 3 lines that morning. DTLR at Stonecrest Mall. We got a history, don't we? DTLR at Stonecrest Mall. Everybody was lined up at the door. Probably about 50, 60 of us lined up at the door inside the mall. Security made all of us go to the outside of the mall and lined up at the door that goes outside of the mall. Told all of us that at the same time. Guess what people did? Instead of saying, oh, I remember what spot of line I'm in, I'm just going to walk in this same line and go to the front door. Everybody ran to be the first person in line. How unfair was that? Guess what I did when I saw that? Nothing.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
I seen everybody running to that door. I said, well, I guess I ain't gonna get them here because ain't nowhere in the hell I'm finna try to fight all these folk for no shoes. It ain't that serious. But I was hot. I didn't even know the managers and stuff like that back then, so I ain't need. Oh, I did know them, but we wouldn't on no like look out for me type situation. So I was like, I mean, of course, no YouTube channel back then. Like I said, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? And even if I did, I don't like to use that to, you know what I'm saying, to get kicks. I mean, I try to put my leg work in like the regular people. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, this was a year before YouTube, so that wasn't even looking out for me for what? They have no incentive to look out for me. I was not a reseller. I didn't buy every release that dropped, but I wanted these shoes. So they ran to the front door. I went out there and looked at the line get even longer after people saw that they was lining up. And I tried another store. And in another store, everybody was sold out. The shoe was gone. Very, very hard to get. Resale was ridiculous even back then. But I did go on Craigslist out of all places. Saw somebody selling a pair for $250. And I was like, I don't want to pay that resale because $250 was a lot back then. You know what I'm saying? I think the shoe, these retail for $200. I can't remember what they retailed for back then. And I bought a pair, went home, put the shoe. I actually wore. Me and wifey went on a quick little getaway to Savannah. We just did a little Savannah trip, did a little boat ride on the ferry down there, stayed in a nice hotel and stuff like that. And I wore the shoe for half a day because it was killing my feet. Fit a whole size small, tight. I was like, when Jordan 11 start fitting tight like this, shawty? Then I started to do my YouTube research. This is one of the reasons I actually became a YouTuber, because of the information that was out here. I went and I forgot who's, I remember who it was, video I watched. I just can't remember. His name is, I'm drawing a blank on his name. He was a Detroit dude. He was with the Sneakerbox podcast for a little while too, light-skinned dude. I can't remember his name. But anyway, I looked at his video and he had got a pair, he got a fake pair. And he was like, this is how you tell it's fake. And dude started dismantling, my hand's ashy as hell. Dude started dismantling the shoes with his bare hand, ripping off the outsole with his bare hands. Also, he gave me some pointers on other ways to tell they were fake. The tint from the blue tint that was on the bottom of the outsole was coming off on the paper in the box. So I ended up giving that shoe away for free. I wasn't finna charge nobody for no fake pair of sneakers. I ended up giving it away for free. And so hopefully this year we'll get some redemption. But this is not my shoe, but I am going to review it. Shout out to my guy, Retro Rick. Shout out my guy, Retro Rick. Shout out Retro Rick Maddie's Kick. Shout out Retro Vision Podcast for letting me see this shoe early for the review. It's a size 13 though. This ain't my size, so it feels a little bit better. I won't have to be reviewing my size. So anyway, I just told that story to tell y'all it was a struggle, and I gotta get. I don't even wear 11s like that, but I gotta get this pair this year. It's a must cop. So last time you saw this shoe, previously on Gamma 11s, was a slide out box, and it seemed like they just kept the same color going. They put that Gamma blue small Jumpman right there. They put the 23 on this side, which I think should have been that yellow. Because ain't it yellow on the shoe? I think it should have been yellow on the box. You still have this little ring right here, which was on the slide out box too. A lot of people mad about it not being a slide out box. I am very happy. That slide out box made it so hard to get to your shoes, to the point where I was so happy to put my 11s in these cases so I could actually get to my sneakers. Without further ado though, Air Jordan 11 Retro is the name. The colorway is black, Gamma blue and black. Retail is gonna be probably $250. I don't know, $225, $250. Well, y'all comment below and let me know. I didn't check no retail. Without further ado, here's the shoe. Open sesame. Carbon fiber paper going. You feel me? And I bought a fake pair of these back in 2013, man. This ain't no fake pair. This is A1 steaks. Yes, sir. I'm tired after that one. So, the Air Jordan 11 Gamma. Now, you're going to have to take some of these early reviews with a grain of salt, because I am not unlacing nobody kicks. They're going to be choked up tight however they come out the box. That's how the review going to be, because when I review shoes early and then somebody else's shoe, I'm not going to unlace them. I'm not going to loosen the laces. I'm not going to do all that stuff. I might well do it on feet with somebody else kick if I'm going to do all that. Anyway, let's get into the review. Y'all know what the shoe looked like. It looked just like 2013, except it has the higher cut patent leather, which you should know this cut because we've been getting this cut for the last, I don't know how long. When they started doing it, Legend Blue, it wasn't a Legend Blue. It was Concord, right? When they first started doing the high cut patent leather, I want to say. Anyway, the shoe is a regular Jordan 11, all black with the mesh at the top instead of the mesh is a little stiff, man. It ain't got no give. It don't never have no give though. The mesh on Jordan 11s always be hella stiff, bro. But you got your mesh at the top in the black. You got your black patent leather going around, bro. You got your Jumpman in that Gamma blue right there. You got, like I said, on the back, you have the yellow 23 in the back. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this blue tint that's on the bottom. And then, of course, you got your Gamma right here, your Gamma right here. But this tint is kind of like a blue tint on the bottom of this shoe. If this was coming off on your paper, that shoe was fake. That was one of the main signs that I knew that the shoe was fake. When that blue tint was coming off on your paper, shawty, it was fake. You feel me? But anyway, 10 out of 10 on these. I told the story, so I ain't going to take too much of y'all day up on the review. One thing I don't like is these didn't come with any kind of inserts. They just came with paper. And I thought, I don't know when they choose to do inserts. Oh yeah, yellow Jumpman on the inside. I don't know if I ever realized that it yellow. Y'all see that? Yeah, the yellow Jumpman was on the inside right there. But I'm confused on why they don't just put inserts, because the last one came with those Gamma Blue inserts, if I'm not mistaken. But look at the Chicago's, man. I took the inserts out. This is the one I wore. These came with cardboard inserts in them. So I don't know what make them decide to do inserts or not decide to do inserts. But of course, these are clean, man. 10 out of 10. It's just, you like 11s, this is one you got to have in your collection. High cut patent leather, to me, in my opinion, when they first started doing the high cut patent leather, I like it way better than the low cut patent leather. You got people that's going to like the retro better. They're going to like the low cut patent leather. The OGs, they came out in the 90s, 96, or whatever year it was, they had the high cut patent leather. This ain't the OG colorway, but I'm talking about the silhouette had a high cut patent leather. It's crazy that some of the OGs are, some of the retros and new colorways are so clean that we want to see them again. Look at the bottoms. Look at the Jumpman, the Gamma Jumpman with the yellow. Something about that yellow hit, something about that Gamma Blue. And a lot of people will argue that the Gamma 12 that came out that same year was even better than these, shawty. You know what I'm saying? You got your black on the carbon fiber. We can't do a Jordan 11 review without tapping that carbon fiber. You feel me? Piano key. We like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I will be going for this pair. 100% I will be going for this pair. You know what I'm saying? I would buy it early, but it's just like, I don't want to pay no resale. I want to try to get these for retail if I can. You know what I'm saying? Comment below, though. That's the big question. I meant to ask that on the Black Cat 4 video, the review. Are they going to sell out? I think Gamma's got better chance of selling out than Black Cats. That's just my opinion. Y'all comment below and tell me what y'all think. Tell me, do you think the Gamma 11 will sit? I doubt it. I think you're going to have to put in some leg work, some reservations, hit your peoples up, all that stuff. This is the holiday release this year. A couple of us been asking for Gammas back. I know I just got trauma from trying to get them back in 2013. That's why I want them to come back so bad. Y'all comment below if y'all want these to come back. You think it's a dope colorway? You think this is a new classic? Or do you think they overrated? Comment below and let me know your thoughts. I appreciate y'all for watching. Thumbs up, like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. Hit the notification bell so you can become a part of Rich Nation. Stand all the way up to the moon. Keep watching my video, cause that's what I'm here for. Gone.
You get nothing. You lose. Good day, sir.
Rich, Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Jordan, 6, 8 and 9 fit. Hottest trends, clank, clank, cleanse, bless. Yes, I'm rich. M-I-K-E, you know me. OG, only, real, no phony. ATL, homie. Shot my boy T, YFHB. Icy mint freeze on my free throw line 3. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Mike, rich, no hype, just kicks. Jordan, 6 in my